My name is Hannah Lindmeyer. I was born in Orange County, California, on December 30th, 1996, making me a Capricorn. My mother and dad divorced when I was 5. I grew up mostly in my abusive mother's home. I took care of my younger brother and older sister, and made sure that my mother never took her anger out on them. I was their protector, and to my mother, I was the scapegoat. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. In middle school I moved in with my dad and his boyfriend, now husband. I stopped calling my mother, Mom, and started calling my dad and my stepdad my parents. I was a quirky kid, the type of person who wore color-coordinated outfits because I thought it would make me look cool. It didn't. I chopped off all my hair in an attempt to redefine myself. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. I went to a hybrid on-campus online high school. There, I decided I wanted to try every extracurricular activity I could. I joined mock trial and won outstanding attorney. I did theater and continuously got lead roles in the plays and musicals. I was president of the improv club. I thought those achievements defined me. I started going by Luna because I didn't want to be associated with the name my mother gave me. I thought renaming myself would change something. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. Straight out of high school, I went to Hofstra University in Long Island, New York, even though I hadn't ever been to New York before. I wanted to be on Saturday Night Live, but my backup plan was to become a lawyer. I thought that I was going to be a New York girl, even though I didn't know what that meant. I wanted to redefine myself and be someone who others thought was cool and worldly, not just a nerdy theater kid. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. I didn't graduate from Hofstra. In fact, I didn't even finish the semester. I dropped out because I partied too much and stopped going to my classes. I lied to my parents and said I finished the semester, but I didn't. I didn't even take my final exams. I came back to California, another failed attempt at redefining myself. I was a college dropout. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. After coming back home to California, for the first time in my life I didn't know who I was, or who I even wanted to be. I hadn't thought that far ahead. I tried to join into various types of groups, and none of them were successful. That's when I reconnected with old middle school friends who I used to think were too cool to hang with me. I started using substances to fit in with others. I was able to start partying again with no responsibilities. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. Through using substances, I got into an abusive relationship that lasted 2.5 years. I ended up homeless, on drugs, with no friends. I started to think that I wouldn't ever be anything other than someone who people felt sorry for and wanted to stay away from. And for a while, I thought that was who I was. I didn't want to be that person anymore. March 4th of 2020 I decided to change my own life. Change my own trajectory. And maybe along the way, discover who I am. I moved to San Diego to go to rehab, and then moved into sober living shortly after. I lived there for 9 months, and then moved out with a roommate. A year later, I got my own place. I started working at a rehab, as a tech. I decided to go back to school. I got promoted twice in 2 years, and am now working as a drug and alcohol counselor. I have my own apartment, I can pay my own bills, I have a full-time job, I have enough money for everything that I need. But that's not who I am. Finally, I understand that I'm not defined by how I look, what I have, or what I've accomplished. Those things may be a part of me, but they aren't who I am.
So, who am I? I'm the type of person that bought a stroller for her cats because I want them to get fresh air, but I'm too protective to take them out on leashes. I'm the type of person that spends hours creating worksheets for clients I work with because I can't decide what font looks best. I'm the type of person that drives to and from Orange County an hour and a half each way, at least twice a month, so I can spend time with my family. I'm the type of person that prefers to be alone rather than be in a relationship with someone who doesn't respect me. I'm the type of person who will spend 15 minutes setting up a joke with a groan-inducing punchline, not because I think others will laugh, but because I know I will. I'm a little sister. I'm a big sister. I'm an aunt. I'm a daughter. I'm a granddaughter. I'm a friend. I'm empathetic, driven, funny, determined, passionate, reliable, and resilient. I am me.